Well, hello, Farming Simulator fans. Welcome back to Grizzly Bear Sims and another episode here on Paradise Hills. Thank you all for returning yet again. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of the first 50 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys subscribing. We hit 50 subscribers back in on the 16th of October, and this recording is being done on the 17th, on Monday, the 17th of October. Now, most likely, this video will not be seen for perhaps a week down the road, maybe even around or maybe even slightly after Farming Sim 17 debuts. But I do appreciate all of the folks that have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate that, and here's to the next 25 and even 50 to 100. So appreciate that very much. All right, so today's going to be a slightly different type of episode, very similar to the forestry episode that we did. And again, I just kind of want to showcase a couple of things that folks might be interested in seeing for your Farming Sim 15 virtual farm. So obviously we're standing here in the big field that we planted with grass, mowed that and collected the grass yesterday. The yield wasn't as much as I had expected it to be, or certainly hoped it would be, but of course our soil field conditions are not favorable either, and so we do need to work on this, and I do plan to do that probably off camera. We'll get some nutrients on this field and maybe some moisture as well to bring these numbers up. So hopefully that will improve our yield. Basically, planted grass of this nature does require nutrients, and it does require moisture. It doesn't really care about weed infestation, so we won't waste our time spraying herbicide, but we will need to care for it in both the nutrients and the moisture categories. So again, with this map, especially with the storage that we have for loose straw and grass and such, we don't need to bale, but I do want to kind of showcase a couple of different toys that I have found. And actually, this will be the first time that I've actually used these myself. So let's just jump in our New Holland here, and I will show you these items in the store. So if we bring up our store, and if we go to mods, and if we go to, let's see, windrowers, the first we're going to demonstrate is this ROC, or rock. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but it is a windrower of sorts, and it sells in the store for $97,600. Requires 130 horsepower and has a working width of 19 meters. All right, so we will start up our tractor, and we will remember to take our parking brake off, and we will drive just shortly up here. Now, what I think, while this certainly qualifies as a windrower or a rake type category, I also believe that this is very much used in the real world to sort of fluff, for lack of a better description, fluff the grass or the hay up off the surface of the ground, so it makes it a little easier for either the baler or the foraging wagon to pick it up. So we'll go ahead and unfold it using our X key, and go ahead and also move on up here. Now I did tether this grass up here. I did that off camera, so we have that, so we can just bale this straight into hay. And let me just kind of get a little bit better angle on this. And all right, so let's go ahead and lower, and then we will turn the rake on. And I'm not sure which way our belt is going because it's kind of blended. Oh, there it goes. It's just changed directions again all by itself. That's a feature. There we go. That's a little bit better visual. And the dust cloud and everything behind it. That's pretty cool. And we'll just go ahead and proceed up this way just a little ways. actually do like that dust visual. It is almost making my nose twitch just a little bit. I suffer from seasonal allergies, and oftentimes being out in the dust and grass and stuff like that does tend to trigger my allergies from time to time. We'll just ease over a little bit here to the right so that we're covering a little bit more of our hay. Of course, it operates at a pretty good speed as well, running 9, 10, 11 miles an hour. And again, look at that dust. This perhaps has some of the best like dust particle visuals that I've seen from equipment like this. And again, as you can imagine, a rake of some sort out doing this type of a job, you would have quite a bit. Alright, so we'll shut that down. We'll fold it back up. And let's just head back quickly. And we're going to grab our next toy, which is a baler that I found. And at first I sort of questioned whether or not this was legit, whether or not it was something that actually existed in the real world. I certainly like to play with equipment that is more true to life. You know, my motto is realism through simulation. And so it's sort of important to do that. So we'll just pull this guy over here and park him. We're more or less done with that. And we will jump over in our Fent and try out this next mod. Now again, this is a New Holland baler. It's a square baler, and it has essentially a rake at the front of it. And the controls are a little different with this device. Obviously, we unfold the baler with our X key. We lower the pickup with the V, but lowering the arms is just a little bit different. And those you can use your mouse, or if you have a joystick that's programmed, you can do that as well. Or you can just use the N key to lower the left-hand side, and then use the M key, M as in Mike, so N as in Nancy for left and M as in Mike for right. Lower those, and we will turn on the baler with our B key, and momentarily we will lower the pickup. Okay, let's lower the pickup, and we will proceed to pick up this hay. So as you can see, this kind of helps to eliminate the need to rake your grass or your hay, your straw. You can just basically drive this around. We'll pause for just a moment and we'll pull this up in the store so you can see all the information. You'll find it under baling technology, and it is listed as the New Holland BB1290 plus Nadal R190. It sells for $158,000. Has a capacity, it creates 4,000 liter bales. Has a working width of 2.4 meters. That's the working width of the baler, I believe, and not actually the working with of the built-in rake mechanism. Um, so yeah. And of course the baler would function the same as the other New Holland baler, even without the rakes. You could raise the rakes up and just run the baler without it. Obviously, through down a windroad path of hay or grass or straw. Pretty cool. And of course, with the rakes deployed as they are, even if you have windrows, for example, if you're picking up straw from the harvester, it makes it a little bit easier as far as making, you don't have to be as careful as being directly over the windrow, because the rakes will help to, in other words, we can veer off if we're looking at, something, and we can get back on course, and we don't have to worry about missing a huge amount of straw in the field. All right. Go ahead and unload that bell. And using our J key and our K key, so Juliet and Kilo, we can raise the two rakes up, and we can go ahead and fold the baler up with our X key, and we're good to go. So let me just quickly disconnect, and I will drive over and pick up our next toy that we're going to demonstrate. Now, of course, on a field like this, because of the fact that it is it's on quite a hill, you would not want to bale using round bells if you could avoid it. So we will hit our X key to turn this into work mode, and we will collect, and this is a square bell wrapper, so this basically will wrap the square bells, and and turn them into silage bales for us. I'll let you watch the animation here. Of course, we've got the in-game round bale wrapper, which we've all known and loved and have used for some time, but there is also a square bale version. And then we hit the O key to unload the bale. And we'll go pick up our next bale. Of course, if you really like baling, I would recommend, and if you can do round bales, if you have relatively flat fields where you don't have to worry about them rolling away, I would recommend the Corona big baler. It's the one that does the wrapping, and you put the you have to refill it with the well, with the string, the rope string that is used to bale it, and then also refill the rolling material as well. That's a pretty cool baler. And the great thing about that Corona baler is that unlike this baler that you basically have to stop and hit the O key and unload it, with the Corona big baler you can just keep going, and it has a pre-compression chamber that collects the straw or the hay or the grass or whatever you're baling, and basically allows the mechanism to continue to run and bale while the tractor is in constant movement. And I'll do one more. And O to unload it. And there she goes. So this is going to be again under mods and under baling technology, and this is the Mikkel 998 square bale wrapper. It sells for $32,400 in the shop, pending you have the mod. And you can get this mod by visiting grizzlybearsims.com and looking on my mod spreadsheet and getting all that information. So I appreciate you guys watching this short segment, this short video. Again, it's about 15-18 minutes long or so. It'll just be a short one. May package it up and put it out with a little bit longer video as well. But hope that these mods interest you, and I will see you once again back on Paradise Hills and Grizzly Bear Farms very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye-bye.